By the end of today's episode, you'll know if you're ready to start looking for an agent. Plus, why trying to get an agent too soon can actually backfire. Welcome to the Actor's Career Compass, where we help aspiring screen actors find high-quality auditions, sign with great agents, and book speaking roles in professional productions. I'm your host, Martin Benson, and I think one of the most important things to be aware of as you try to grow your screen acting career is how getting an agent can help. But the problem I see is that too many actors either start looking for an agent way too soon, or they never know when they're ready, and they wait way too long, missing out on opportunities and wasting time. So, here are some specific signs that you're ready to start looking for an agent. Number 1, you should have a strong understanding of the difference between film and theater acting. If you're not clear on it, I highly recommend reading my article called Film Acting. You can find it by Googling the words City Headshots Film Acting. That's CITY Headshots Film Acting. Number 2, you should have at least 2 to 3 unpaid speaking credits and 2 to 3 paid speaking credits on your resume. I generally recommend that actors have at least 3 to 5 total speaking credits on their resume from independent jobs that they find on their own, and those should ideally be film and TV acting jobs. Theater credits are probably not going to help you at all if you're looking for a screen acting agent. Number 3, you definitely need to have a professional headshot. Using an unprofessional shot or a photo that you took on your own, or even an AI-generated headshot is absolutely not recommended. Believe me when I say agents have a ton of experience and they look at tens of thousands of headshots, and they can tell right away if you've paid for a professional one. Their thinking is, if this actor is not willing to invest money in a legitimate headshot, they're probably not that invested in their career, and they might not be very serious about it, so I'd rather focus on a different actor who does take their career more seriously. 4th sign that you're ready to start looking for an agent is that you have at least 2 to 3 high-quality, professional-looking scenes in your reel. You can get these either by acting in paid or unpaid independent productions, or by shooting your own footage with friends or people you know, or even by paying a production company, like a company I run called Actor Screener Shoot. You can go to actorscreenershoot.com and you can shoot high-end professional footage for your reel. Agents want people who have some real on-set experience, and if you have footage that looks very good, it tells them that you've been on an actual production set before. It also gives them marketing materials that they can use when they're promoting you and trying to get you considered for auditions. Number 5 is you should have a high-end self-tape setup. You need a professional-looking backdrop, decent lighting, and good quality sound for all of your self-tapes. Agents want an actor who's going to make them look good during the submissions process, and if you don't have a truly professional-looking self-tape setup, that's going to be a red flag for them. I generally recommend not starting to look for an agent until you have most, if not all, of the things I just shared because of a few different reasons. Number 1, the industry is small and people will remember you. So if you reach out to agents and it looks like you're brand new or have no idea what you're doing, you might have to wait at least another 1 to 2 years before you can reach out to those same agents again so that they don't remember how green you were, how new you were, and the fact that they didn't like any of the materials that you presented them initially. Second reason not to start looking for an agent too early is because getting scammed is a real possibility. Too many actors reach out to agencies and think that they're one of the few who just got lucky when the agent tells them that they're willing to interview and audition to give them a shot. The agent may even make it seem like a challenge, but then they do offer you representation and just charge some nominal fees here and there for website listing or for using their photographer to update your headshots, and really it's all a scam. For this reason, waiting until you have the materials that I outlined earlier is a good idea because it means that you're more likely to be dealing with legitimate agents. Anyone who offers you representation without those minimum requirements that I outlined is probably a scammer, more than likely. And this generally applies to most people. Now, if you're very young, like if you're under, say, 16 or 17 years old, or if you're older, say above 65 in retirement age, the requirements are a little bit less stringent because there's fewer people out there and agents are looking for people who are in those age ranges. Now, number 3, the final reason that you should wait a bit until you look for an agent is if you don't have the materials that I listed and the sort of prerequisites I listed earlier, you're just not going to get that many opportunities, even if you do somehow manage to sign with a legitimate agent. It's going to be harder for them to market you if you don't have credits or footage or clips yet. And that means that you're unlikely to book work and they're unlikely to be able to get you in for many auditions. Remember, the key takeaway here is that you should not wait forever thinking that you're not ready. Instead, focus on building the bare minimum essentials that I outlined and then immediately start looking for an agent because that is going to be your next best step. Well, thanks for listening. Now, if you want to dive even deeper on whether you're ready for representation, I highly recommend checking out my podcast called Agent versus Manager, Who's Right for Me, which is episode number 4. I promise you'll learn a ton and you'll have a much better understanding of who to consider and when you'll be ready for them. Check it out. Again, episode number 4, Agent versus Manager, Who's Right for Me, on the Actor's Career Compass. Thanks so much, and I'll see you soon.